Hello. Whoops, wrong camera. That's the camera I want. Hello. It's me. Really, it is me. So, sorry I have been a little missing in action. I'm sure you understand why. Anyone who follows me on social media will know that I've managed to have COVID again, having had it almost exactly a year ago. But the good news is I took my first negative test today. Hello, Jess. Took my first negative test today. I've been testing every day since day 5 because we can test ourselves out if you're in the UK. And I had my first negative test at lunchtime today. I'm still not 100%, but fingers crossed for a negative test tomorrow, and then I can go out and do stuff. I'm not as tired as I was, so that's all good. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Lorna. Hello, Nora. Hello, Sherry. So yes, other than a sore throat and a bit of a cough, not much of one. I have a cough anyway, and it was a little more chesty, but only for a day, actually, to be fair. And then I just had this sore throat, what I describe as a scratchy throat, and I slept. So I tested positive on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was sleeping 20 out of 24 hours, basically. Did too much on Monday. I did an office hour in one of the Facebook groups for demonstrators, which I felt fine, but it did mean I had to get up and shower and dress and all those sorts of things, which was quite a lot. And I then had a training call for an hour and ended up going, I'm sorry, I'm going to sleep, I'm going to have to clock off. So that was Monday. Tuesday I was a bit tired, but that was because I did too much on Monday. And the last 2 days I've just been bored out of my tiny mind. My sciatica's playing up beautifully because, of course, lying in bed is not good for sciatica. But anyway, so who have we got? So, Deborah, hello from Michigan. Jess, yeah, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to do this live, and then I'm going to go back to bed. Well, I probably won't. I'll probably just go and crash. But as opposed to go back to bed, I'll probably just lie on my bed, because we are still having to self-isolate from each other, hubby and I. He's still testing negative. And we're being careful, but not medically, ridiculously careful. Sorry, I have runny eyes as ever. And I have something in my left eye, which has been there for about 3/4 of an hour, and I cannot find it. So we're being careful, but not to the point where we don't see each other. But yeah, so fingers crossed he doesn't come down with it. I think it's unlikely now that it's really whether he caught it in the last 3 days, probably. The gestation period, that's not the right thing. The time between catching it and being symptomatic is, they think, for Omicron between 1 day, really quick, and 3 days, also quite quick, which is more like a common cold. And frankly, this has been a walk in the park in comparison to a common cold. So, I'm not saying that isn't because I'm triple vaxxed and already had some immunity because I had it last year, because I'm sure that's all come into play. But for triple vaxxed, I'm hoping that this is about as bad as it gets. The annoying thing is the self-isolation, frankly. And having to order lots of tests so you can test yourself and your partner at regular intervals, which reminds me I must order some more. Hello, Steffi. Anyway, so I took a delivery while I was in bed. I didn't take the delivery. Hubby had to go and pick it up because there was a whole issue with, some of you will know that it's been a nightmare last week with no internet, courtesy of the people opposite digging up our optic fibre cable not once but twice. And that also then impacted on what deliveries we could take in. Jess is full of cold now. Yeah, see, Jess, I only tested because I had a sore throat and thought I had a cold. So the Thursday we had a council meeting, and I tested before that and was negative. So went to that with a mask on because I was convinced it was a cold and I didn't want anyone to catch a cold, bearing in mind very few of us have had a cold for 2 years. So those that are catching them are having a fairly crappy time with them. So I was fairly convinced it was a cold. So I thought, well, I'll be kind and I'll wear a mask. Oh no, who knew? But actually, as I say, it was much easier than a cold. Morning, Suzanne. Hello, Laura from South Carolina. So, as I say, I took delivery of an order, or an order arrived, and it's really exciting because for those of you in the South Pacific, not so much, but it's the magnetic board, which comes in this lovely box, which is going to be fantastic for 12 by 12 things. I can't believe it. I wish we could order these as supply items. They would be fantastic for kits in the mail. Anywho, so I will be keeping this box, whatever happens. So I'm going to flip the camera down, and I haven't opened it, so we'll flip the camera down and take a look. I know there have been other unboxing, but you know, this cold feels different to having COVID last time. I was in bed. Yeah, you see, the first time I had COVID, which was a year ago, and I think it was probably alpha at that stage, I was not well, and I was somewhat delirious and forgot. I lost 2 days, and my hubby was incredibly unwell. But he had only just been vaccinated with the first vaccine, and so it hadn't taken effect. And I hadn't been vaccinated at all. So excited to see the box. Well, so am I. So it opens. It's not stuck, which is lovely. So it means there won't be any tears unless I tear it. So the key is going to be getting the first bit out because it's one of those tuck-in jobbies. Right. Okay. So we've got. I'm going to take it all out of the box and show you. We experienced the same. We thought we had colds until we tested. Absolutely. Tell you though, the number of people who I've spoken with who aren't testing, even if they're going out, is slightly worrying. And who knows, therefore, if they've had it. So we have got, and therefore if they're passing it on, I have no idea how I got it, because nobody I know has had COVID. So, I mean, nobody I know that I meet together, regularly. So this is the frame. I'm going to open it from the back so that I don't scratch anything with my scissors. And then I'm going to put it away until we have done what we need to do with the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, joking apart, and I know there is a new subgroup of COVID, which seems to be going around Scandinavia at the moment. But if this is as bad as it gets, assuming that triple vac is still going to be a thing, then I'm happy, frankly. So this is the magnetic board. I don't know if there is a cover on the board. I would think not, but I will check. And then I will pop this out of the way. These are quite stiff. I highly recommend. Thank you, Jess. Well, you've got to do something when you're in bed. And it's a new nail varnish, which also arrived whilst I was in isolation. So let's have a look. I don't think there is a sheet over this, but I will just have a look. Ooh, no, there may be. Let's see. I think that looks like, yes. So there is a protective sheet over your magnetic. Obviously, I think you could probably leave it on and keep it for protection, but who knows. So I'm going to pop that back in the frame, and then we'll have a look at what else we get in the kit. From how I understand, from watching other people's unboxings, you get literally everything you need. Now in the UK, this was, I want to say, that's right, scratch your nail varnish, I want to say £24. So it's, it's about the same price or thereabouts as our other kits. So it's just, yeah, I've managed to scratch it. Never mind. It's fine. It probably needs doing again soon. So in our cellophane bag, I could do without all the cellophane, I have to say. Not a great one for lots of cellophane. I do quite like to not fill landfill, but we are where we are. So we have got our destructions. in English, French and German by the look of it. Sorry to those of you who are Dutch speakers. They are pictorial, and on the back it shows what we have. There is also a QR code for Stamping Basics, and also the video that Stampin' Up have done on this kit. So let's have a look. We have got, let's pop things to one side. So we've got 2 sheets of DSP. Now, obviously, if you wanted to use a different DSP, you could. So we've got 2 that I would say are more masculine, 1 that I would say is more feminine, and 1 that is neither, really. So that's those. Then we have these double-sided pockets, and again, I think you could make these either way around. I'm sure it tells you that you can. Yeah, you can. So you can make them either way around, so you can either have the colour in or the colour out. That's up to you. I think colour in might be quite nice. I think they might be quite pretty that way. Then we have got some Memories and More cards, which obviously you can use on your magnetic board or for Memories and More. So numbers, they're mostly going to be kind of things to write on, I would suggest. But that's not to say that some of the other sides could be used for. So this would be quite nice as a card, for example, with a sentiment there. So some of them are definitely more Memories and More / the magnetic kit, and some of a little heart in the corner, and some of them you can use for other things. So that's those. Then we have got, gosh, this is more than I was anticipating, sticker sheets in, now I think we have got it in Dutch. So we've got the instructions in English, French and German, but the bits we've got in English, French, German and Dutch. So fingers crossed our Dutch colleagues, fellow crafters, can speak either German or English, would be not unusual, or perhaps French. And then these are card stickers, so they're a good thickness of sticker. And these are individual, so these are not one piece with a triangle or an arrow on them. They are individual bits. Apologies, my brain is still a little in bed. And adhesive, and I'm guessing these are our magnetic clips, which they are. So there's 6 of those, and there's the magnet. So they do have a right and wrong side. So 6 magnets in the little box. So there we go. Going to have to watch rest on replay. School pickup time, absolutely. And it's, of course, I spotted that it was a 16th birthday in your house. Have a fantastic time. Nice to see you're all right-ish. Yes, I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to set myself back. I don't think I will get the virus coming back, because I think once it's gone, but anyway. So this is our, anyway, have a lovely 16th birthday with your, I can't remember if it's your son or your daughter, but anyway, have a lovely 16th birthday. So this is our ordinary tape. This is the tape for this. Are they the same thickness? I think our ordinary tape is a fraction thicker, but not much. This is obviously not a complete reel of our ordinary tape. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the instructions. I just want to move the frame because I'm likely to kick it as it's just under my feet. So, first things first, interestingly, they do actually put these with the plain side, the black and white side out, which I think is the right way to go because you can always dress them up. So let's pop all of this to one side and bring in our are these? Yeah, I mean the outsides are, the coloured sides are not exciting, they're just coloured. So let's see, I'm going to put the instructions where I can see them, but it does mean you won't be able to, and I'm going to grab my sticky snips. So first things first is find the end of your tear and tape and pop that on the black and white side. Is that right? I'm going to just make sure. So the black and white side is this side, so we're going to go back. There are score lines already here, but I just want to make sure that I'm following the instructions correctly, given that I have no brain. Yes. So on the black and white side, or the colour you want as the outside. Hello, Jan. I'm feeling a lot better, and I've tested negative today. I tested at lunchtime. So I am hoping that I get another negative test tomorrow, which means that from the second negative test, which I have to take no sooner than 24 hours after the first, I'm hoping that I get another negative, and then in the UK that means we can go about our business. The rule is that so long as you don't have a temperature, which I've not had at all, after 5 full days in isolation you can test yourself out, but you need 2 negative tests in a row, 24 hours apart, which unfortunately, well, yes, absolutely, thank goodness. Unfortunately, for the last few days, I have been testing positive. So, and it's not even slightly positive. It's been watch the stuff go up the lateral flow, and before it even hit the control, it was showing as a positive. I don't know how many of you would know what a lateral flow test looks like. Those in the UK, oh, we're doing it all the time. Overseas, I don't know whether you do lateral flows or whether you rely on the ones that go to the lab. So you want to squish your technical phrase, squish your concertina bit down and then fold over the top layer, ideally so that it's straight and square and all those good things. There we go. So these are meant to be accordion, and then this one goes in as well. So I want the sticky side out, squish it in. And I think the reason I tested negative today is that I had a get well card from my brother and sister-in-law. I've ordered this, thought it would be nice decor for your new room. Absolutely, can't wait for that to be finished, I bet. So yes, Steffi is having her craft room redone. It's been a garage up until now, and it's being turned into a proper room. Yay! Right, so that's that one. So let's do the other one. And again, I'm going to have the grey, because this is basically grey. What are the colours? There's a thought, because they normally tell us what the colours are. Basic black, blushing bride, flirty flamingo, melon mambo, mint macaron, and smoky slate. So really nice colour scheme. The melon mambo appears to only be in the stickery sort of things. There may be some on the memories and more. And that one. And again, we need to put sticky onto those. Now I like to have it reasonably close to the folded edge. Not too close, but reasonably close to that folded edge, rather than on the... can you see where I've got it? So I've got it on, near the folded edge rather than on this edge. Let me see if you can see, because there's a slight delay. Yes, you can, more or less. It just means that there's going to be less pull, I think. So currently, now I accept that in the UK we don't do hurricanes often. 1987 we kind of did. I was overseas at the time, but there was a hurricane. Although the weather forecaster said there wasn't going to be one. I don't think he ever lived that down. Anywho, We don't normally get high winds. We've had a storm coming in. Well, we had a storm yesterday, which caused all sorts of havoc in the north of England, and I think parts of Scotland. And overnight tonight, we have another storm coming in so the one that was up north, I think, was amber. So we go yellow, amber, red. And the one for tonight has gone from, hello Claire, the one from tonight has gone from yellow to amber to red in some parts of the country, particularly Wales and the southwest. Steffi, please make sure you have tied everything down. So we are actually being advised to do exactly that. Right, so we have our 2 concertina pieces, like that. And then, so that's 1 and 2. 3 is find all your bits. 4 is decide which bit of paper you want to use. And then, basically, decorate your heart to your heart's content. So it's really easy. So let me grab my magnetic board, and I'm going to choose one of these, and I think I'm going to go for this one. Now I'm going to keep this behind it so that if I decide I want to change it up, I can do so without having to go, I wonder where I put the other one, which is highly likely, particularly as I have a sneaking suspicion I may not remember everything that I've done today. I am, thank you, Janice. Yes, I'm not 100%, but I have tested negative today, which means if I test negative tomorrow, I can go about my normal business. So, do remember that you want your hook at the top. So I'm putting this in, hopefully, so that the darker area is at the bottom, which it is, so that's good. So then push these bits back down. Yeah, all college sites are going to be closed as a precaution. I'm not surprised. Hello, Jan. Gosh, we've got Janice, Jan and Jan. It's the Jan show today. So some of you have ordered my New Horizon kit. I sent emails to you just to let you know that A, the pebbles are out of stock in Europe, so you're getting faux sea glass instead. And B, that they can't go out until I can get out, so I'm not going to rush to get them out tomorrow. They'll go out over the weekend. So yeah, I just don't want to do too much too soon. So you have various options with these, obviously. So you can attach the thing to the thing. So let's attach 2 things to 2 things. Words, haven't got words yet. But you can also attach them to your Memories and More cards, which you can either use as just decoration, or you can use them for lists. And of course, what you can do, I'm going to use that one as a decoration piece. So you can just slip these in here. Well, you can if you've got, dexterity. Let's see if I can find another one that might be a pretty decorative piece. Possibly none. Or only the ones that I've just put in. Oh, that one will do. That one will do. Or I could use one of those. I'll use one of those. So these you can pop in your things. Now let's see. Should we see how many we can get in before it decides that the magnet is not strong enough? So this is all bar not very many. So come on. Now what you might want to do, and I haven't got one to hand, but what you might want to do is put some window sheet over the front just to protect the paper a little bit. I think I might do that at some point. Now let's see. Woohoo! So that, to my mind, means that these magnets are pretty tough. I mean, if I bounce them, they're going to go down. Storm units with red warning. Snap, Nora. Absolutely snap, snap, snap. So what I'm saying is that unless you bounce this up and down, you can store all your cards between the two pieces. So I'm going to move that to one side for the moment. Put it below my desk. And let's decorate in English our things. So that one, actually there is a green version of that which I think I'll take. Green version. So I'm going to decorate these, or actually will I decorate? No, I'm going to decorate the outside of the clips. Sorry, I really have no brain at the moment. I have, having done pretty much nothing in of itself means I have no brain at the moment. So I'm going to follow the instructions, but obviously you can do your own bung. So this, ooh, that's pretty. Actually, I'm going to pop that back down because we've got these lovely scalloped bits. So this is exactly what they're telling you to do. And then you can obviously decide if you want to do that or something totally different. So this goes along here. And it does fit perfectly. So that's going there. Then the circle goes above it. Now, I really don't like things central, but, you know, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I'll be good. So that goes there. Then, out of our words, we've got, you've got this. Straight is always good. Straight and central is even better. There we go. So yes, hubby is currently, that's actually not straight, but I don't think I'm going to pull it off. So yes, hubby is going around locking everything down as much as he can. Right, so I want some flutterby butterflies. So I want this one, which can go there. And this one, that can go there. Trying to put it somewhere where it will make it look less obvious that I haven't got the words straight. Right, so that is what they're suggesting for that one. Now for the other one, they don't give you step-by-step instructions, but I'm going to guess from the picture. So that's one of them. They've also decorated some of the cards. I will come back and decorate those in a moment, but let's decorate the front of this with, so having selected some cards, I'm going to put them all back together. So I'm going to decorate this with the help of the pictures that are on in the kit. So this goes on first. Now you can either line it up to the bottom or you can line it up to the line just up from the bottom, which is what I'm going to do. Like that. And then we've got flower. I'm not sticking it down fully just yet. And flower. Again, not sticking it down fully. Then Love This Life is going across, which is why I didn't want to stick it down until, right, so I wanted about there. So I didn't want to stick it down until I knew that I had the flowers in roughly the right place, down a little bit, because I don't want any of the flowers sticking out above or below. And then I want leaves. So I want 2 leaves sticking out there and 2 leaves sticking out there. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to do some surgery. So I'm sure this isn't what they're expecting us to do, but it's what I'm going to do. So that goes under that sticker. And then I'm going to get rid of, so I've got 2 leaves here to go under the other sticker. I'm just going to, as I say, do some sticker surgery. It's fine. It's what your snips are for. So what's been quite interesting, in a not really sort of way, is that one of the cats has been like a limpet. She would normally be a limpet with hubby, but either it's the attraction of I'm in the normal bedroom and he's not, so either she likes the normal bedroom rather than the one that he's currently in, or she was just keeping me company. I'm going with the latter of those two because I just think it's cute. So those are our leaves. Is there anything else they've put on there? No, that's all. So this is a card that they have definitely decorated, because we've got these 2 cards and this one. I'm going to decorate this one, and then I think I will kind of call it a day, because everything else is pretty much make it up as you want. So this one is going to go that way up, and it's going to have happiness is in the journey. So you do kind of want it to be reasonably square or very not. So let's see. This is, I need, so that's that number. I need this to be 2 in from the end each side. So I'm lining up my card with my grid paper, and then the edge with, I'm just visualizing it coming down. Let's go down a little bit more. I haven't got any less pernickety. There we go. Like that. And then all they've done is take some of the little hearts and just splatter those around. So let's do some of that. So I'm going to have a large heart over the corner. I liked things to cover corners. I'm not a great fan of corners. I think it looks more intentional if you do that. And I'm going to have things at definite angles. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 more heart stickers. Oh no, there's 4 more heart stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so if I take a coloured one, I've then got 3 greys. That's fine. Whew, I was having a moment there. Right, so let's have that there. So that's that card. So that's kind of where I'm going to leave it for now. And then these obviously just clip on. I will pop them on the board so you can see them in situ. But really cute, really easy, and you've got lots of bits left over to do other things. Now obviously you can tie, these have got holes, so you can tie ribbon through them and things. So I would be tempted to do that personally. So here is our board. So those are our pieces on our board. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that put together. Do, if you're in the UK, anywhere in the UK and Ireland and probably the Channel Islands as well, do be careful overnight. The storm, certainly for us, is supposed to be at its worst at midday tomorrow. So do take care. I think I'm actually quite pleased that I won't be able to go out because I'll still be waiting for my second test. So yeah, be careful. Fingers crossed. So I will flip up. I will try and get this posted today because I haven't got much else to do. So let's go up. There we go. So I'll try and get this photographed and posted today. My blog post is still up to date. I have been putting posts on there. Fortunately, because when we had no internet last week, not that I'm bitter and twisted at all, I did do masses of drafts. So all I'm now doing is scheduling them to go live, and I've done all the photography and everything. So I actually cleared a huge amount of stuff, but I do need to just schedule those to go live. But I will get this sorted out, hopefully for today. And for those of you catching on replay, we're actually not too long. It's only just over half an hour. So with luck, it won't be too long for you. If you are in Europe, obviously it would be lovely if you wanted to order this through me. Do remember that we've got until the end of the month for celebration. So any orders of £45, €60 get a free item. And if it's a £45 order and you use my host code, you will get next month's thank you kit. I will get the kits out for this month as soon as I possibly can. Obviously there has been a bit of a delay, and I didn't want to risk anyone's health by sending things out covered in COVID virus. So yeah, I may or may not be feeling fit enough to do a simple stamping Saturday. I will try to, and then I will hope that I'm back to normal next week. So Top Tip Tuesday and lives Tuesday, Thursday, simple stamping Saturday on surprise, surprise Saturday. So have a fantastic rest of your day. Do remember to give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. And if you've got any questions or comments after the live, please leave those below the description box and I will get back to you. I am behind on comments, so I will try and get those done in the next couple of days while I'm still isolating. So yeah, have a fantastic day and I will see you again very soon. I hope. Let me find my end screen. There we are. Bye.